sweetie? Stephen? Anybody home? Well, more for me. What the?
Oh, yeah. By this time, mañana, just surf, sand, fun in the sun, from here to eternity. Just the two of us. We're gonna have it all, baby. Lobster in the morning for breakfast, tequila in the sunshine. Whatever we want. And when I get tired of that, go somewhere else. Future is wide open. Bay City's seen the last of me.
The only thing you are to consider is the evidence presented through proper channels in this courtroom. Now, you have your instructions. I now charge you.
Hold it! This trial isn't over. It's been a fraud from day one, and I got the proof.
What is the meaning of this?
This means there's been a conflict of interest. This means you have no business on the bench. This means you have the wrong defendant. Got it.
Thank you, Joe.
Joe, what are you doing?
Baby, I swear to you it's gonna be all right.
Mr. Carlino, you're out of order, and you have been warned. Bailiff, throw this man in jail. He is in contempt of court.
It's over, Walker.
Yes, it certainly is. Please, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please disregard these emotional outbursts. You are free to go. You're free to deliberate and come to your verdict. Again, the state's case against Paulina Corey Carlino. What are you doing here?
Anthony Walker, I not only have the honor, but the privilege of placing you under arrest.
This is outrageous. This is egregious. This is illegal. This is insane. Quiet! Quiet in this courtroom. I want quiet now. Mr. Carlino, if you think you're accomplishing anything with these cheap stunts and theatrics, you're sorely mistaken.
Yes, you've got to stop him.
This freight train couldn't stop Joe now.
What's in that envelope?
Honey, this is your ticket out of this.
Order! Order in the court, everyone, please!
All right, what's the meaning of this?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Judge Harsh Grange of the Fifth Circuit Court. I'd like to thank the jury for their time and their consideration. Court is adjourned. You're all free to go. Bailiff?
What the?
It's all over, Tony. It all ends right here. Now you may arrest him.
Officer Burrell, you know the drill.
Anthony Walker, please rise.
What for?
You're under arrest for fraud, conspiracy, witness tampering.
Just get him out of here, Tony.
Justice.
Wait a minute.
No, tell it to the judge, Walker.
I've been meaning to thank you for putting me on this case. I've gotten a wonderful education. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be heard.
All right, Cass, is this legal?
First time I've ever seen anything like it, but hell yes. Any sitting judge can adjourn a trial in progress with due cause.
Would somebody like to clue me in what is going on here?
In the interest of mutual disclosure, Joe, could we clear the courtroom, please?
Absolutely.
Cass, look, come on, this is gonna be public knowledge soon.
Sorry,
Why don't you
Jake.
just come
Bill,
on?
get everybody out of here.
All right, people. Everyone through the exits now.
All right, Chris, I hope you,
Got every word.
All right, then listen, go see Nick at the hospital, find out what he knows about this, and then give me a call at home, all right?
Home where?
Home. With Vicky, where I belong.
This is incredible. Walker was involved in this. He traded money for Paulina's baby.
Clear-cut conflict of interest, and there's no statute of limitations on this.
I suppose this means we have to convene tomorrow and start to move for a mistrial.
Just a minute,
Mrs.
please.
Carlino needs to return to her cell.
Wait a minute. She can't return to her cell. You can't do that.
Walker's crime does not preclude Paulina's guilt.
Okay, just wait a minute, please. Give me 5 minutes alone with my wife.
You may talk to her, but no more tricks, no more stalling. I think we all need to hear what Paulina says.
Paulina, this document. It proves something else. This man that you call Tim, he's not yours. He's not your son.
Of course Tim is my son. Joe, I know you never liked him, but you can't do this.
That's not what this is
Yes,
about,
it is.
Paulina.
Yes, it is. Joe thinks that Tim is taking my time and attention away from Dante.
Paulina, just please listen
No,
to
I
me.
can't let you do this. I can't. Whatever you and Cass are trying to do, I appreciate it, and I love you for it more than you'll ever know. But you've got to face the facts.
Honey, I'm facing the facts. These are the facts. I got the proof right here. Tim is not your son.
Stop it!
Sweetheart, look, I know how much finding your kid has meant to you. I do. And I know how much you want to make up for lost time, and I know how much you want to give him everything that he never had as a kid. And baby, if Tim really was your son, if I saw a little spark in him, all that spark that I see in you, just a portion of the love that you have in your heart, baby, you know I'd be right next to you all the way, doing whatever it takes to give that kid the break that he finally deserves. But listen to me, Paulina, the kid is not your son. He is not your blood, and he's most definitely not your responsibility. Paulina, he's a fraud.
No.
Yes. He has been scamming you out of your trust fund. I know how much it hurts to hear the truth right now. Okay, but baby, I would so much rather have you be hurt now than to spend the rest of your life protecting a criminal.
Why do you keep saying that? Tim is my son. Damn it, he took a DNA test.
Rachel wanted him to take a second test, didn't she? That would have given him a clear shot at your trust fund. So why did he refuse?
He didn't have to prove anything to strangers.
Paulina, because he can't. This is the only proof. Look at this. Take a look at this paper, okay?
Wait, what? What is it, Joe? What?
This is the original release that you signed 20 years ago. Look at this. See that signature? Anthony Walker, attorney at law. Now, look under the sex of the child. That's the secret that Grant warned you about. That's what he never got a chance to tell you. Paulina? The little pink cap that you saw on your baby when they took her away from you? That was real. You had a girl. You had a baby girl.
And when the young princess pricked her finger on the spindle, just like the wicked fairy predicted, she fell into a deep, dreamless sleep. The wind ceased blowing. The dogs fell asleep where they stood. The kittens took a nap as they drank their milk. The king and queen fell into a peaceful slumber. And all around, thorns grew on the vines that protected the princess. And there she slept for 100 years. Everyone tried to release her from her fate, and each and every one failed. Until one day, a young prince rode into town.
Hey, Nick, they told me I could find you here.
Hey, Chris.
How's it going, man?
Oh, I'm okay. Remy's looking better.
What did the doctor say?
What do they know? She'll be okay. She has to get better. What about the trial?
The trial, yeah, that's what I wanted to talk with you about. Carlino shows up with some kind of new evidence, and the next thing you know, Walker's arrested.
The judge?
Yeah. Cleared out the courtroom, everything hit the wall. Nobody's telling the real story. I thought maybe you might...
Did you hear that, baby? We did it. We did it.
Sean, what is all this stuff?
Phone cord, laptop, umbilical cord, and lifeline to the outside world. But of course, if you want me to log off, you know.
Oh, no. Just, don't stay on it all day, okay?
You're the boss.
Okay. Can you give me a hand with this, honey? John. John!
Yeah.
Do you want want any lunch?
No, you know, just pretend I'm not even here. You know, I don't want to, you know, cramp anybody's style.
Oh, don't be silly.
I'm just trying to keep it real, you know, being honest.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Honesty we like. Disappearing acts we don't like, okay? Hey, I'm just trying to say that you're part of the family, so if you need anything, just help yourself or, anyway, make your needs known, and we'll try to be accommodating. Deal?
Whatever.
Whatever. You know something? All is right in the world. Jake's home. I'm not letting anybody get under my skin today.
Grand Central Station. All right, I'll catch you later.
Oh, no, wait. Don't forget to show your face around here, but coming, just a minute. Coming. Cleans up after himself, too. Okay. Off. Coming. Good God.
Vicki McKinnon, today is your lucky day.
What you doing here, Cindy?
I came to offer you a deal.
Really? You don't have anything interesting for me to hear. So, if you don't mind,
You really don't have much of a memory, do you? It would behoove you to remember who's got the upper hand here.
Oh, I remember everything, Cindy.
Good. Then you remember the promise I made at Marley's bail hearing. That you turn over my rightful inheritance, the money that Grant should have left to me, or I make sure that your sister spends the rest of her life in prison.
That's right. You did make that promise, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Marley's been granted bail. She lives here now.
Until her kidnapping trial, that is. See, the state doesn't care if you and Marley have patched things up and you're all now one big, happy, massively deluded family. They're still pressing charges.
And you were a part of that. I can testify to it.
I was just an accessory. That's small potatoes compared to what Marley did to you, and I'm the only person left who can make sure that those charges stick like a tick on the hound dog. So, I'm proposing a compromise.
Please. I'm sorry, don't make me laugh. What makes you think that I would...
It's a one-time only shot. You and Jake can buy out my claim to the will, 50 cents on the dollar. And the only reason I'm being so generous and reasonable about this is that I like to see everybody happy, myself included.
Yourself, especially.
Give me what I want, and I promise I'll go away.
Do you see where you're standing?
Mm-hmm.
That's as close as you're ever going to get to Kirkland's money.
Take that.
Hey, watch it.
No, you watch it. Or stop watching it. What are you doing? Like stalking me or something?
No, but you just got in the way of what could have been a really terrific shot.
You took the words right out of my mouth. So, what brings you back to the park?
I don't know, I had to get out of that place. Except I don't really have anywhere else to go, considering the fact that I'm still getting my bearings around here.
So is Bay City caught on yet?
Well, this girl I met isn't too annoying, so I guess you could say it doesn't suck yet.
Oh, an optimist. Great.
So, what brings you here, Mary Sunshine?
What does it look like?
Looks like an angel exorcising a few demons. You were supposed to smile for that shot. But I like that look better. It's a look that says...
You couldn't guess if you tried.
Let me see. A guy.
Sort of.
Come again?
He was a friend of my mom's. And mine, so I thought.
Thought wrong?
Yeah. I guess if I could cause that much damage to that many people at once, I was better off as a solo act.
So you're saying I should keep my distance?
If you know what's good for you.
Well, I don't, so I guess we both lucked out.
No, this is wrong. There's got to be a mistake. So good.
Paulina, I did some checking on my own. And I didn't want to say anything until I had something concrete. But, the results of that DNA test, the first one, they were a mistake.
Tito got his hands on the first report right and doctored the results?
How did you know?
You said yourself I never liked the guy. I figured something had to be up, so I did some checking, and I finally got the lab to send me a copy of those test results again. And the officer just brought these over. Look, sweetheart. Look at the sex. F. Female. You had a girl, Paulina, a daughter. And that backs up
The information that Nick got from my friend in Chicago, and it backs up your memory of the little pink cap. Everything.
Female. A baby girl. I had a daughter.
This is all very touching and very shocking, but I really fail to see how it exonerates your client.
Would you cool it, Jill? We're about to find out.
Okay, now, Paulina. Tito Banachek is a criminal. He used you. He took your money. He took your trust. And he took your love. And he will get away with all of it. Unless you stop him. Stop him. Stop him, Paulina. Save yourself. There's nobody to protect anymore, okay? There never was.
Cindy, as much as I would like you to stay so I could tell you how much I'm disgusted by you, I really have a million things to tend to today.
Really? Are they more pressing than settling Grant's last will and testament? I don't think so.
I've already told you, I'm not buying. Kirkland's future is not for sale, honey, not at any price.
Everybody has their price. Everybody. I don't know if you know how close Judge Tony Walker and I have become.
Birds of a feather.
Mm-hmm. Grant's best friend during life, his executor and trustee after death. And Tony's really been so good to me after the loss of my husband. And there are times when a judge can be a girl's best friend.
What's the point, Cindy?
I like getting my way.
I hadn't noticed that.
And if I have to go the extra mile to make sure that I get my way in court, well, I don't need to tell you that causing trouble is my best avenge.
We already have a PI working on that problem of the disappearing divorce decree, Cindy.
He came up with a whole boatload full of nada, didn't he?
Came up with an eyewitness. And an affidavit. Face it, honey. Grant divorced you plain and simple. Smiled about it. Posed for pictures. I don't think I've ever seen the man so happy.
You pathetic little liar. There isn't one shred of evidence concerning my divorce. I made damn sure of that. All of the pertinent documents, destroyed. All of the eyewitnesses, taken care of. I learned from the best.
Then you should have learned to recognize a bluff when you see one. You just showed your hand, Cindy.
Oh, did I?
You just admitted to divorcing Grant. I certainly don't know how you can contest his will now.
Well, no witnesses. Hey, no evidence. So I guess we're still deadlocked to go, aren't we? Your word against mine. And this time, I think the law's on my side. So, I never admitted anything. In fact, I was never here.
Not 1 cent. Cindy, not one red
I'd think over my offer if I were you. It won't last forever. Hey, Jake, now there's a smile.
The smile not even you can get rid of.
Wouldn't be too sure of that.
Give me some good news. I really need it right now.
Excuse me. Yeah, hi. I know that the flight's taking off in a couple minutes. When do you let your first-class passengers board?
We won't be boarding anyone until further notice.
Well, no, delayed. No, this can't be delayed.
We're grounded because of the fog.
All right, fine. Give me another flight, whatever you got, and make it first class.
Sir, because of the fog, all flights have been delayed, regardless of destination. If you want to make yourself comfortable in the first class
You know what? I
lounge-
don't have time for this.
If there's anything else I can do for you, let me know.
You know, there is something you can do for me. Forget it.
Excuse me. Detective Sinclair, Bay City PD. Have you seen this guy?
No. Tim is my son. I know it. I know it in so many ways.
Paulina.
No, maybe they made a mistake with the sex of the child. The sample that Tim sent the lab was a match.
Sweetheart. It was a hair sample.
So?
So, I don't know how he did it, okay? But maybe he got a sample of hair from that locket that he showed you. What I do know is this. Tito has been scamming you. And I'll be damned if he's gonna get away with it. Blue, there's a kid out there who's yours. Really yours. And if you want to find out where that other locket came from, if you want to find out where Tito got that sample of hair with your real kid's DNA running all up and through it, you gotta face the music, you gotta stand up, and you gotta speak out. You gotta face the fact that Tito's been lying to you all along.
No, he wouldn't do that to me. He loves me.
Stop protecting him. Paulina, you're the only eyewitness. You're the only one who can stop him. Stop him, Paulina. Tell us the truth. What really went down in that room?
I told you what happened. It happened just like I said, and Donna testified to it. I killed Grant.
You want to go to prison? You want to maybe never see Dante again? You want to never have the chance to know your daughter? Look, Conan. Look. Baby, female.
Joe, I know you hate Tim, and you would do anything to keep me out of prison. You could have had those papers doctored.
Joe would never do that.
No, you know what? She's right. I would. I would do anything for her. I would lay it all on the line. My life, my job, my heart. And you've known that from the start, right? Right? Okay. You know me better than anybody, Paulina. Would I have sent Nick to Chicago on some stupid wild goose chase? Huh? Would Tito have cut Nick's brake line and almost killed him because of some fake documents?
No, not Tim.
Listen to me, Paulina.
No,
yes,
he loves
Tim.
me. He
yes,
forgave
Tim. He would have
me.
said
No.
anything. Anything. Because he was in it for the money.
No,
He was willing to let you go to prison. He was willing to separate you from me and Dante. He cut Nick's brake line. He almost killed him. Remy's in the hospital clinging to dear life, and she was the only other person in the world who loved him, who gave a damn about him besides you. And what has he done to her? And what has he done to you, Paulina? Is that love? Answer me. Is that love? No.
No. No. No, Joe.
Listen, Nick, I understand that Joe sent you to Chicago or something to get some kind of new evidence while he had Cass stall the trial with Paulina on the stand. Do you know anything about that?
He wanted me to pick up an envelope and get back as fast as I could.
Right, the envelope. What was in the envelope? Because Joe came in that courtroom like it was the OK Corral or something.
I don't know. Remy and I never looked inside. Joe wanted everything kept confidential. He wanted to be the one to unseal it.
Right. When you said to Remy a few minutes ago, we did it, what did you mean?
Well, we helped save Paulina. Do you hear that, honey? Paulina's gonna be okay. So you gotta wake up. Just open your eyes. Open them, baby.
Listen, isn't this the same Remy that you asked me to do a background check on because you said you couldn't trust her before?
That was before. If anything happened to her now, she'll pull through. I know she will, won't you, baby? She's always surprising me. Any minute now. Any minute.
Okay, so we both agreed living at home is a total drag. But come on, Jake and Vicky are relatively cool.
Yeah, well, they're relatives, so I guess you're half right.
Have you seen Jake's Rolling Stones collection, Behemoth?
I've seen his mother-in-law in the two Rugrats.
Okay, all right, so the family's a little complicated, like mine. But believe me, they'll make time for you.
No, it's okay. I'm just fine on my own.
Oh yeah, you and your camera. So when do I get to see those shots you took of me?
It's a work in progress. It's a little series called Boarding School Babies. So where'd they send you?
Switzerland.
Figures. So you rich?
My family, sort of, but I don't have a cent to my name.
Oh, poor and modest.
It's a failing. Do you blade?
I don't know. I never tried it.
You should. You might bite and it might knock you down a few pegs or knock that chip off your shoulder. So, when?
I don't know. I left my date book at home.
Next week. I'll call you.
You know, I've never met anybody like you.
I know.
I was just downloading Lenny Kravitz's newest single.
Oh my God, I love him.
You wanna go check it out?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hey, think fast.
No.
Joe's got this evidence. It's whatever he sent Nick to Chicago to pick up.
Well, what was it?
Who knows? He's showing it to Cass, and some other judge takes over. One gavel kills the whole thing and clears the courtroom. Then Tony, she goes up to Judge Walker, starts Mirandizing him. That's when I started getting an easy, peaceful feeling.
Well, what does it mean? I mean, what now?
At the very least, it means a mistrial. And Cass will get I'll get some time to prepare a solid defense for Paulina.
That is fantastic. I'll tell you, though, I can't help but wondering what's in that envelope. It must have been huge if it could get Paulina off and get a judge arrested.
But did you get a chance to talk to Nick?
I tried to call the hospital, but he'd already been released.
I'm sure he's hanging out with his girlfriend. She's not doing too well.
Listen, this is good news, though, right? I mean, Paulina could get off. We can get Walker bounced as executor of Grant's will.
Mm-hmm. Now all we gotta do is deal with Cindy.
Yeah, Cindy. She wants us to give her half, and then she'll just go away.
Until next time.
You should have heard her. I mean, admitting to everything, how they shredded documents, how they got rid of witnesses, how close she and Walker have become.
I don't think old Judge Walker's gonna be able to do a lot for her right now. But let's say it's true. All records cleared away. No records, no evidence, no witnesses. No way she can prove it. It's our word against hers again.
Using me? I loved him so much. How is this possible, Joe?
It's gonna be all right. It is. Hey, you believe me when I say that? Do you?
You know what? You can make it all go away. Honey, you can make everything right again. Just tell us what happened that night, okay?
Did Tito get on that bus and go to Rockville?
I don't know. Maybe. But he came back. He came back to the Harbor Club. I went into Donna's office. Just like she said. Grant was lying on the floor. But what Donna didn't know, what she couldn't see was somebody who was already there. Grant was talking to him. He was asking him for help.
Him? Who was it, Paulina?
Tim. It was Tim. He was whispering to Grant, leaning over to him. I thought he was helping him. I thought he was gonna help him. And then all of a sudden, Tim just put his hands over Grant's face. And Grant just stopped moving. And I was in shock. I opened my mouth to call out, but nothing came out. And then it was too late. Grant was dead. And then Tim took the papers out of Grant's pocket, and he went out the back way before he even saw me. I thought he did it for me. To keep Grant from telling the whole world what I had done to Tim when he was a baby.
Hey, Tito killed Grant for his own reasons. Tito knew what was in Grant's pocket. The sex of Paulina's baby. If that ever came out, then there'd be no trust fund money and he'd be in jail for fraud.
I just thought he was protecting me.
So you protected him, right? And everybody else was accused?
You took the blame yourself? And you gave him all the money so he can get out of town. Tito Tito took those papers out of Grant's pocket, not me. Tito Banachek killed Grant. Hey, well, you know, I guess he was a better con artist than I gave him credit for, baby, because he took us all for a bunch of fools ever since the day he showed up.
It just can't be true, Joe. It can't be true. Oh, God, forgive me. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And that fog just doesn't look like it's going anywhere, folks. So, this just in, sources at the courthouse report some interesting developments in the case of the People versus Paulina Corey Carlino. Early reports indicate that Anthony Walker, who served on the bench for the last 15 years, has been removed from the courtroom and arrested. Early reports say the case will end in a mistrial. That remains to be seen. We'll be right back.
Excuse me. Detective Sinclair, Bay City PD. I was wondering if you can help me. I'm looking for... 1 minute. Sinclair?
Josie, it's Joe. Paulina told us everything. You find Tito, you bring him in, and you book him for murder. Got it?
Got it. Excuse me, sir. You dropped something over there, sir. Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Please, please!
Nice setup.
Thanks. I haven't listened to this yet. So let's hear what his new sound's about.
I like getting my way. Oh, I hadn't noticed that.
What's that?
And if I have to
You can find out.
go the extra mile to make sure that I get my way in court, well, I don't need to tell you that causing trouble is my best event. We already have a
Sounds like
PI
Vicky and
working
somebody.
on that.
Yeah, someone must have fouled up when she tripped over the wire and I didn't have time to shut it down.
Came up with a whole boatload full of nada, didn't he?
Sorry for dragging you all the way over here for nothing.
No sweat. It's getting late. They're probably gonna call it a search party. You still on for plating tomorrow?
Sure.
I won't let you forget.
See ya.
There isn't one shred of evidence concerning my divorce. I made damn sure of that. All of the pertinent documents destroyed. All of the eyewitnesses.
Whoa.
I learned from the past.
Aunt Vicky, Uncle Jake. I don't know what happened. I mean, I wasn't trying to put my nose in anybody's business, but if I did, just promise not to cut it off. My nose, that is.
What is he talking? What are you talking about?
You gotta hear this.
Okay, Sean, what's going on
Praise
here?
and encouragement. Praise and encouragement.
I made damn sure of that. All of the pertinent documents destroyed. All of the eyewitnesses taken care of. I learned from the best. Then you should have learned to recognize a bluff when you see one. You just showed your hand, Cindy. Oh, did I? You just admitted to divorcing Grant. I certainly don't know how you can contest his will now. Well, no witnesses. Hey, no evidence. So I guess we're still deadlocked to go, aren't we? Your word against mine. And this time, I think the law's on my side. So...
So what do you guys think? Does this help you any?
Look, you have no idea what you've done.
So what did I do?
You did it. You got it all. You are an angel. You are a blessing. I don't believe this.
I don't either. What did I do?
You have managed to do what no one else has managed to do. You have cut a 110-pound tumor out of our lives. And
Whoa.
Kirkland's.
Well,
Welcome to the family, sweetie. Mwah.
whatever.
Nick, I gotta go. Gotta call this into the newsroom. Okay. Do you guys need anything?
No, we're fine.
If you do, just give me a call, all right? Hey, remember, this is mine, right? As soon as Joe gives the okay, I want the whole story.
Oh, honey. Are you ready for another story? Oh, hey, you'll like this one. Once upon a time, in a place not too far away, lived a beautiful young maiden named Remy. She lived in a castle by the woods. And she had friends and servants. Everything she could ever want. Except a mother. And then one day she met a prince. And this prince took her on a journey. And that journey would change Remy's life forever.
Mama? 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 Mama, it's me. Mama? All this time. He was lying to me all this time. So did I. Thank God I've been covering for a murderer.
Should we get this for the record?
All right.
Please.
Mrs. Carlino, the truth. What happened that night?
Paulina, who killed Grant Harrison?
Tim. Tito Banachek. I saw him. I saw it all. Tito killed Grant and I took the blame.
It's gonna be okay, Blue. Everything is finally gonna be okay.
Tomorrow on Another World.
I think you're going to have to bone up on your bedside manner because you, Florence Nightingale, will be entering the workforce.
What the hell are you talking about?
Can I help you? I hope.
I don't know what your day's like, but mine
bites.
I think we both want the same thing.
And that is?
Don't you ever call me Mom again.
What?
You are not my son. Back off! Where did you get that lock in the hair that belongs to my daughter? Where's my child?
Exciting news! On Saturday, June 5th, the cast of Days of Our Lives will be at the Universal Hilton in Universal City, California for our annual fan club luncheon. For ticket information, please call toll-free 877-295-6137 or log on to our website at www.nbc.com/Daytime Central. NBC Tonight. Stick around for an all-new Dateline, an all-new World's Most Amazing Videos, and Law and Order. NBC Tonight. Tomorrow night, it's the funniest night on television. Must-see TV Thursday with Friends, Jesse, Frasier, plus Will and Grace. That's followed by one of the most honored dramas on television, ER. Great television coming your way tomorrow night on NBC. Chat with fellow fans of your favorite NBC TV programs, all while you're watching TV. Primetime, daytime, and TNBC. It all happens online at nbc.talkcity.com. Join the conversation.